And we're back. It's we're sorry. I thought Quirky was coming in with us. I forgot it's double elimination for a second. After reminding you this entire time about the double elimination, I forgot about it myself. Look, we've established that I'm not the expert about anything, right? Alright. We are setting up 11 versus Potato Blib. Like I said, both our players are ready. We are going to be on Turbo Cruise 84. Let's get to it. Look, it's okay. It's okay to forget things. If I can forgive myself, you can forgive me too. That's the way. Ooh, I like that. That portrait. Is that like a? Is that a lurker with a space helmet? What the hell was that? What was that portrait 11 had? Looks cool. Anyway, we are on Turbo Cruise 84. LE. We're in the southwest corner of the map, representing Alpha Black. Our green Terran is Potato Pleb. The potatoest of all the plebs. Or the plebiest of all the potatoes. You decide. And in the northeast corner of the map, representing Platinum Heroes, it is our Red Zerg 11. It's going full first right now. I don't remember if I think we've casted 11 before. They've definitely been in the tournaments. I don't remember if we casted them already. Yeah, I think we did. Actually, I vaguely recall that we did. Which is as good as recollection as I can have. Roach Warren, that's a different one. It's a quick Roach Warren on one base. It's a very, very risky approach. It's going to be scouted pretty quickly by Potato Blib's SCV here. It means that 11 is going to be very conservative with what they make right now. Only making 2 Zerglings, which is not really enough to be doing any damage, but they're going to have to go across the map to try and scout what the Terran is doing. Yeah, slowlings in the slow fields of the slow times on the slow map. Well, 11 does have an overlord set up already next to the natural base. No, they're just going to sit there to... I don't know. I don't know what these lings are doing. Oh, now they're moving forward. Now this wall is a bit weird, but does have a bunker in it. 2 bunkers, in fact. So Potato Blip already responding nicely to this. Now, bunkers... They're helpful against roaches, especially this early in the game. But if 11 won't be able to go Ravagers on just one base. It's too much. Oh, it goes pure Ravager. I know what that. How many guys does it take to take down a bunkers? 3 or 4? Yeah, and it's 4 more to just take down that bunker. I guess the sling is helpful, giving high ground vision. Oh wait, Potato Pleb. He recovered the second bunker. Not recovered. What's the name? I always forget the term for that. Reconstructed, deconstructed, recovered, salvage. There we go. Thank you, Guru. Thank you, Information Fairy. Yeah, I salvaged that bunker, but even though that bunker was salvaged, it's still more than enough to hold this data blade with the quick SCV scouts. Sees that coming a mile away. Now with the safety tank here, there's just no approaching any of this. 11 is just going to lean on this, go all in on one base. Slow chess, yeah. That you can't make roach speed like that. It doesn't work. You have to just make. Yeah, it's Cloak Viking. It's being made there. Try to play quick on the repair there. Yeah, the tank is more than enough. No, the Viking taking care of high ground vision. It's gonna be even tougher for 11 to land those bile shots. And now 11 is supply blocked as well. So it doesn't even have the ability to make reinforcements for this. Now remember, these have to waddle all the way across the map in the slow fields. In the meantime, Potato Club is getting a second base up there on the high ground, as is the privilege of Terrans. You don't have to build your base on site. You just build it somewhere else and then move it later. 11 about to be supply blocked yet again. Now with the cyclone here as well, there's even less of a chance of getting close here. How many losses would... Tetoplab lost a few Marines, some SCVs, and 3 supply depots. But that's about it. 11 lost 6 Ravagers, 3 Overlords. That's a lot. And it really hasn't done damage. Tetoplab feeling comfortable enough to set down that command center on the low ground and moving out. Bit brazen, but yeah, you know. He's got the Banshee now. Remember, that Banshee does have Cloak, so even if 11 had some Queens around here for some anti-air, which they don't. They don't even have Queens at home. Which is a bit surprising, you know, when you have one base. You kind of want to have at least the Queens choose so that you'll have some larva. So 11 backs off. Tetoplab doesn't push all the way. Okay, no, now they're pushing away. With the tanks in tow. With the Banshee and the Cyclone. Yeah, these roaches are not long for this world. 11 did get a sport home, so there's some detection around here against the Banshee. But the coverage isn't complete. Yeah, GG, nice hold. Potato Blub will take game number 1. Yeah, the Roach Warren there, it's a very risky... Well, I don't know if risky does it, but it's a precarious build, to say the least. Especially when Terrans do Worker Scout and see it very, very early on. Right, Carlos Junction is going to be our next map. The 11 saying no one ever held that. Well, you know. That's the risk with very cheesy builds like this. Eventually, people learn to hold it. Play saying, also, I played that build against Bly back in the days. Yeah, Bly definitely would do something like that. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get right back into it. Boop, beep, 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 beep. Oh, Potato was saying I also played that build against Bly, although I never won. Like, so Potato Blade was the one doing the cheeky build. Yeah, see, I think it's a lurker. It's either a Hydralisk or a lurker in that portrait. Strangely enough, the loading screens come very quickly when you have a portrait you want to appreciate and look at. Any other time when you have boring portraits, it just takes forever to load the game. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you, Battle.net. Alright, enough complaining. We are on Carrios Junction, LE. We're in the southeast corner of the map, representing Alpha Black. Currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. Give it up for our Green Terran, Potato Pleb. And in the northwest corner of the map, representing Platinum Heroes, our Blue Zerg. Going hatchery first, it is 11. Alrighty. Yeah, we do have a 2 minutes delay on stream, as you do. Look, we all know the delay makes communicating with chat a little bit difficult. Nobody likes that, but you know, we do have standards. We have standards in this tournament. We do. Um, all right, Little Bleb. Again, with the Worker Scout, going to see the exact build. See that 11 is going for way more standard build. Well, I say way more standard. A standard build for a Zerg with a hatchery first into pool. So, gonna feel safe taking a command center on the low ground. Reaper is going to come out. Replace that SCV as the scouting medium, if you will. For the medium of scouting, I prefer to use a Reaper because I am an artist. I know you may say it's banal, but it works. I like that drone there, sneaky. Doesn't want to expose itself. Want to wait for the Reaper to go into the natural, and then, or at least until the SCV can be cleared out of there. Nice save on that drone, turning it into a spore crawler. I just want to let that finish. I know, get that spore. Reaper goes in. It's a good scout. Oh, there's a block. There's an NG Bay block. There are Zerglings to clear it out. So I'm going to set up a hatchery at the 3-minute mark, which is not bad at all. What's up with that skin? Is this like the mechanical Zergs? A different kind of mechanical Zergs? What is it? What's going on here? Why are they glowing? Doesn't seem like how Zerg would actually go about it. They don't usually have glowy bits, unless they're machines. Yeah, it's kind of a cyborg Zerg. I don't like it. I'm a curmudgeon old man. I don't like skins on things. This is my review of the new skins. Alright. Enough about that. 11 does get a lair hive, whichever is relevant. Erase the one that is irrelevant. Potato Bleb going again for the Cloak Banshee that we saw against against the what? I guess in the previous game. What am I talking about? Okay, like we saw in the previous game. There is an armory much earlier, so I'm guessing Hellbats is going to be the way to go. Yep, lots of Hellions there. How many? Actually, oh no, he's going full mech. Where's the Where's that barracks? No. No, it's making more barracksy. Fine. Fine. For some reason, I thought that barracks floating around was a factory. I don't know. Look. What do you want from me? I haven't slept all night. Alright. The queens die in fire. And actually, Potato Flip hasn't even lost a unit yet. It takes down that spine before it can do anything. Lost to one Reaper the entire game so far. Potato Flip has. So is in a beautiful position here. The Banelings run into the Hellbats, but enough of them stand tall that they can still do damage here. A lot of Zerglings being made. But if there's one unit that can hold on to a lot of Zerglings, it's the Hellbat. 4 of them. Oh, now they're into the mineral line. A lot of these drones are going to go down. Potato is already 18 workers ahead. Oof, 20 workers ahead. Ouch. And it looks like this is going to be another quick win for Potato Club. This time with a very convincing Hellbat push here. And we're going to try and desperately hold on to that, getting some roaches. Carapace is about to finish, but again, this is the first push by Potato Flip. Look at the units lost tab there. It's not looking very good. 8 Hellbats and 1 Reaper for everything the Zerg lost so far. 17 drones, 4 queens, banelings, spines, the spawning pool, the Zerglings, 36 of them. And now 11 just noticed that they don't have the spawning pool. Gonna have to remake that before you can make any army units other than roaches. And you barely have the gas for make that. Potato Bleb is setting up a nice defensive position there against anything that 11 might try. There's a safety tank, there's a lot of Marines at home. Getting vehicle plating upgrades. Alright. Fine. You can take that. Does help with the Hellbats. And here come the a couple of drops full of Marines. Yeah, 11 is just sticking to their guns here, but there really isn't anything a Zerg can do to come back. At this point in the game, Potato Blade up 51 to 22 workers, 50 army supply to 10. 11 is droning up hard, but there's no army supply there. Except the queens. There's a couple of queens, a Ravager and a Roach. And 3 Zerglings. Yeah, that's not going to hold. Now these are Steel Marines and the +1/1 and combat shields is just finished. Datablade going to be satisfied with sniping that 3rd base. No, if you knew what we know, you could have just pushed into that natural and killed it outright. Mind-controlled Zerg with cybernetic add-ons. Alright. I get it. So this is like not the robotic Zergs. These are actually the cyborg Zergs. It makes sense. It makes sense. Terrans did a whole lot of weird experiments on Zerg. Terrans are creeps. I mean, they really are creeps. It's disturbing. I don't know if you ever played the campaigns. Terran's getting into some shady crap. Alright, and here comes the final big push. This time with the tank. The tank backup. Whoa, look at this. That means just running straight into their deaths. GG is called. And Potato Pleb will be our first semi-finalist of the day. with a clean 2-0. Um, yeah, Lumiya, you would approve of this Banshee use. Alright. Let's see what else is going on in the bracket. I'm gonna wait a little for any updates. I see Starduck in game. Well, okay, Starduck is waiting on Papa Panda and Reverse. No, they're still in game. I can deduct. I can deduce things. I keep confusing 11 and Reverse because it's I can read it in reverse. I can read it in reverse. Oh. It's Rever. It's Rever. It's Rever. Why are you making my life harder? This is not my first language. It's already difficult enough to pronounce all of these weird words. Why can't everyone just be called Steve? Something easy. Bob. Bob the Zerg. Steve the Terran. No. I'm trying to think of another Protoss. No, Protoss will have a weird name. It'll be like Julius. I'm Julius, the Protoss. Hello, I'm Julius. I play Protoss. The best race there is. My name is Julius. You have mundane names like Bob and Steve, but no, I'm above that. I'm a Protoss. A Protoss. My name is Julius. Look, you try and fill this time with interesting things. Because I sure as hell can. Alright, let's remember to hydrate our hydras. Ah! My shoulder is still all stretched out. In charge, every time because my glass of water isn't to the left of me, and my left shoulder is the one that's hurting, so when I reach out for the water, it actually hurts. It pains me to hydrate my hydras. But I do it anyway because it's important. You have to hydrate your hydras, people, even if it hurts. Don't take that tone with me. It's fine, Lumiya. Here, I'll spam some banshees in chat. There we go. Some banshees. All right, so we have Quirky, Quirky, and the and Warbuff climbing up that lower bracket. Warbuff still waiting on Papa Panda and S Rever and S Rever. Blame light. Nothing says cool like spamming your own emote. I wouldn't know anything about that. Warbuff saying, just let me lose to Zerg so I can go take a nap or something. These Protoshe are so whiny. Yes, Kuro, that's not your emote. You don't have an emote. Huh. What's my native language? I am Israeli. I'm from Israel. My native language is Hebrew. Still ready for another 6-hour cast? No, I'm not. I am not. I slept horribly last night. I am not in good condition for a 6-hour cast, half of which will probably be solo because Quirky seems to be doing good in his matches. Quirky should be joining us if he loses his match. That's the threat. If you lose your matches, you're going to be forced into casting. You know what? It's ow. Now, it hurt because I had to reach over with my painful shoulder to my left, but it was worth it because I have myself a Ferrero Rocher. Nom. Kuro is informing me that she has tofufi. Pretty cool. I like it. Although to be fair, I'm more into like dark chocolate than milk chocolate. I don't know. It's pretty good. I like that you're having conversation with me, but you're typing things and I'm actually live on stream. She could unmute. She's in voice chat with me. She could unmute herself and talk to me, but no, she's having a conversation in chat that you can't see. Kuro, please. Hey, wait, stop. Oh, Starduck is out of. Oh no, wait, we're not ready to start. We're waiting for not potato. Why do I keep confusing everybody? I think my brain is actually melting. They will never know if I'm real. maybe I've invented Kuro. Maybe I am Krupp inside. There is a Krupp inside all of us. We are all Krupp. Hero of the wasteland. Krupp. Savior of his sports. It is Krupp. Alright. So how's everyone doing today? Or how are you feeling? We have a nice, lovely weather outside. It was on the scale of balls, on the temperature scale of balls, it was hot as balls this week. We had temperatures up to 35, 36, I believe, Celsius, which is like what, 95, 98? Weirdo units. I don't even know what measurement did they use. Fahrenheit, in America. Or is it Kelvins? It's not Kelvins. Kelvins is for like scientific stuff. Right? No, just other units. Just weirder units. I don't know. They're the only ones who use them. But anyway, now it's not that hot. It's actually a little cooler. Oh, speaking of cooler, quirky by name, by nature,
Wait,
and also Lumiya apparently. Hi,
what?
Lumiya, you're muted.
Hello.
Ow! I think that was way too loud.
Let's turn it down.
I don't have everyone's voice balanced on my end.
Right, okay.
How's the weather down in Australia there?
It's pretty good. It's a bit rainy, well, not really rainy, just threatening to rain. So it's been a nice, consistent, overcast weather, which is perfect. Just how I like it.
Kuro is asking if you're using the webcam microphone again. by any chance?
Shouldn't be. I'll find out.
There's a lot because there's background noise. Uh.
Okay, how's that? Is that any better?
Oh, nice. There we go.
Hooray.
Now you sound proper professional.
Woohoo. That's the dream.
Oh, there we go. Papa Panda is out of game. And say. Alright. Alright, looks like they're over. They played 3 games. And all 3 were close, apparently.
Wonder if it's still in their match history. Might be able to just figure it out. Looks like it was 2-1 to S Reaver.
Alright, so they're going to go up against Starduck.
Papa Pandas against Warbuffle.
And Quirky is going to be waiting on Starduck versus Reverse. So yeah, you discuss with us until we know. All right. So let's set it up. So we. Do we know where's E? Is reversed in E or in R? Where did we file that? Oh, they're from the US. Okay, so NA versus.
Oh, I just realized what the name was. That's really cool.
Lumiya, please. Oh, what? Did Quirky drop?
Guess he's got his game to play. Oh wait, no he doesn't. Not yet.
No, he doesn't. He's waiting on this series. That's why I said he can cast with us, because there's no way he's delaying any games if he's casting with us, because he's casting the series he's waiting for. Anyway. Like, right, we're just going with US West because I've decided, and I'm not waiting anymore. And
That's the spirit. Starduck's Aussie,
Look.
right? So, Singapore might work with Starduck. Depends on his connection, though. Singapore's usually got a lower ping for Australians, but for me at least, it's a bit choppy. And I've heard other Australians complain that the Singapore ping's inconsistent.
That doesn't matter. We're going with US West. I've set it up already. We're done. So it's going to be where's Starduck? The veteran of Risk. Let's go with. Are you casting with us, Lumiya?
I am, yes.
All right, so let's get you in here. Let's get group in here. It's like I'm not even talking to anyone. so Isrever is from Japan, not from NA.
Oh, does that mean we're going to want it on Singapore or Australia then?
If you want Singapore, then someone else has to make it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to make it. All right. Don't forget Game Heart.
Of course not.
Turbo Cruise is our first map.
I imagine West is going to. I mean, Australia is going to be too bad for
Mhm.
Japan ping. Okay, Singapore is.
This server configuration, every single match is so. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Blizzard, please do something.
Imagine not being able to just have a drop down button for the server choice in 2019.
It's and then it doesn't even automatically goes with what you select. It like just randomly takes whatever.
Yeah.
It decides in its benevolence. Befits.
Okay, so Turbo Cruise, not Thunderbird. Who said Thunderbird?
You said Thunderbird. I said Jumper Cruise.
Ah. I'm so good at this. Right, Turbo Cruise.
Don't forget game mode.
On the plus side, I've got Game Hut loaded up now, so just go straight in.
All right. By the way, for those who don't know, Lumiya, 3 times SDO champion, right? I believe.
Yes, 3.
Yeah, 3 times, and the first one as well. Not just 3 times champion, but the original, the OG SDO champion.
Yes, it was a lot of fun back. I still say this is a new tournament to me, but it's actually been going for a long time now.
Mm-hmm. Also, I don't know if you know, but recently have been recovered a clip of me casting you versus Light, which was the very first series I ever casted. In SDO number 2.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought the footage was forever lost, but it turns out I had one clip edited out. I edited that match specifically because I was trying to edit to upload it or something somewhere, and it was like in the buffer folder on my editing software. So it was just sat there.
Oh, that's good.
It's very garbage quality. Like it was streamed at garbage quality, and then it was rendered at garbage quality. But yeah.
I mean,
also horrible.
Are we still Gold League casting? Because we were Gold League casting back then.
Oh, it was the shittiest Gold League casting. It was not good Gold League casting. It was a lot of me going, because I had no idea what to say. Not that I have a lot of idea what to say now, but at least I'm better at sashaying out of it more. I was about to say eloquently, and then I forgot the word eloquent, which is befitting Gold League casting. Krupp is observing, by the way.
Oh, wonderful.
So we could just follow Kuro's camera like we're professional casters. It's awesome. All right, everyone. Welcome to Turbo Cruise 84 LE. We're in the northeast corner of the map, representing Winter Ladder Heroes. It is, it is Winter Ladder Heroes, right? Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes. I knew I forgot something. It is our Orange Zerg. Give it up for S-Rever. Roars.
Brilliant.
And in the southwest, a 3-time SDO champion from Australia, not you, Lumiya, it is our Pink Protoss, Stardock.
I'm excited to finally get to cast a startup game. I don't think I've had the opportunity before, so this should be really.
Oh, you get got out there.
Ah, rip.
Alright, so reverse is going with a pool first, and then into a hatchery. None of that, none of that nonsense one base roaches thing. It's but I'm gonna say that. But Starduck does scout it all.
Yeah.
It feels safe to get a Nexus, seeing the second hatchery coming out. Wall is going to be set up. I wonder if it's going to go Stargate again.
It'd be a good
wait,
map for it.
Yeah, it went Stargate against Protoss. So against Zerg, I guess it's going to work even better.
Yeah. I thought for a second the earlier pool that Reverse was forced into, he might have led with a couple of lings to pressure on the other side. But I guess the map itself, having the slow fields, made it not worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not. By the time they get there, it's too much.
I am curious to see what Reverse's second gas is for. That's a very early Roach Warren.
Yep. Maybe it is going to be some Roach Ravager pressure. I don't know. It could be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, if Starduck doesn't scout it and doesn't look like he's poised to. He does get a Stargate, but there's no. It will be a while before he's going to see that Roach Warren and sees what he's up against.
Definitely.
Is that Overlord? No, it's going back.
Oh, this is actually going to work out pretty unfortunately, because now Reverse is badly supply block, and he can't make any roaches right now, which I suspect he was pooling up to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got the resources. Well, I don't even have the larva. Even if they had the resources, even if they had the supply, Queens is just now transfusing. Okay, there we go. So I'm guessing Reverse is about to start making a lot of roaches.
There we go.
He's going to go in there. Well, Starduck still doesn't know about the roaches coming out. So. If the Starduck doesn't go up on the ramp, it's not going to see the Roach Warren. Okay, now it sees the Roach. Starduck knows about the roaches.
Pop there.
You can suspect. If you see one, this is going to be more. It's not a unit you get one of. It's not a cycle.
That's true. The one safety roach.
Safety roach. Going through roaches, we're slouching through the slow field.
So determined. I wonder what sort of, how like armies have got chants when they're marching through the fields. I wonder what chant the roaches would have as they march through the slow fields.
I don't think they have the intelligence to chant anything. They're like the dumbest units. The dumbest are Zerglings, probably, right? Because Zerglings are like small, but they probably have a bigger brain than roaches. Roaches are just like big, beefy, puking units. Like their main attack is to puke.
Yeah, I really don't think Starduck had a read on this build, because he's just hasn't prepared for it at all.
Yeah.
Now his gateway's unpowered.
Yeah.
This should just be it.
I mean, he's
got
killing
6 army supply.
He's killing drones across the map, but that Oracle.
Oh, he got the Oracle.
Yeah, but he gets the Oracle, and there's nothing for Starduck to defend.
That's just over. GG.
There we go. That was some nasty Zerg doings there. We're casting a lot of cheesy plays today.
Yeah, I like it.
It's pretty cool. It's a bit refreshing. More refreshing than that 6-hour macro games that we casted. Was it last week? Or I don't even remember when that was. Was it last week?
It was last MSO, wasn't it? Because it was the double elim bracket.
Yeah, so it should have been last week.
I was out that night and I came back and the tournament was still on. I was just amazed.
I don't remember things. All right, so Acropolis is going to be our next map. You're going to set up?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to the top of the Acropolis where the Parthenon is. Amazed is not the word I would use. What are you talking about, Guru? Who said amazed?
I did.
Oh, okay.
About the
I
the
don't know
length
if-
of the games and the bracket.
I don't know if I if I forgot something I said or I forgot something you said. Well, of course you listen to the co-caster more than I do. You actually don't have to say anything, Kuro. At this stage of the game, you don't really have to do much other than update brackets.
Well, it sounds like you could do her
we
job
have to
better than
set
her.
things up. No, please no.
That's what I'm hearing here.
No, 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 no. I Steelmold do not endorse this sentiment. Right. Both our players are ready. Group your host, so take it away.
I would
Please,
start the game,
just
but
take
I'm
it
so
away from
worried
us.
about messing up something in the everything. So I'm just making sure that Kuru is referee, Kuru is host, and I can break as little as possible.
It's very nerve-wracking. Like
It really
setting
is.
up a lobby live on stream, isn't it?
I have terrible memories from the very first time I was casting this with you, and
Mhm.
I was using a GameHeart interface, but I didn't realize how to close the income graph because it was part of the specific GameHeart overlay.
Oh, I
And the
remember
whole
that.
thing, I was casting with it until I think Kuru was spamming me in Discord, like press like control minus or something.
Yeah, this interface, it's not the most intuitive thing in the world. And then, hold on. Let's introduce the players first. Welcome everyone to the top of the Acropolis, where the Parthenon is. LE, we're in the southeast corner of the map, currently up 1 point against the 3-time Missile champion. It is from Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, the Orange Zerg, S-Trevor. And in the northwest corner of the map, the 3-time SDO champion, Steelmold Lumiya, representing veterans of Risk, of being Portos, is Stardock.
So is that just gonna be in every Starduck game thing?
Yeah,
not
no.
Lumiya.
It's not, no. Once if he gets 4-time champion, then it's gonna be not you Blisk. And if it's 5 times, then it's not you Light. Get it?
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
get you.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's good.
I have a new thing. We've see
Ooh.
you've joined us for one cast, and we already have a new thing going on.
I like it. We're already
That's gold
upgraded
league
to
casting for
LE.
you. Speaking of World League casting, I was saying, the first time I casted, like I had no idea what I was doing because I haven't played StarCraft in years, and I was like, ah. So I went to like online and I wrote down all the shortcuts for the observer overlay,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can actually set up scores and stuff. So I literally wrote it down on a piece of paper, and
Nice.
Starduck hasn't seen. Kuro would like to tell you that Starduck hasn't seen the pool. Apparently, she doesn't listen when we talk. She's observing the game, and she's more interested in the analysis.
Wow. I personally
Yes.
find our innate, our incredible insight into Gold League casting to be just far more interesting than anything else that could be going on.
Vastly more interesting than the actual game.
Yeah.
No. Look, you've joined us, and it sent me down nostalgia trip on down memory lane, or a memory trip down nostalgia lane. I don't know.
One
I
of
always
them.
confuse the two places.
But definitely going down a lane of some sort.
Befits my memory. It's to confuse where I was and where I am and where I'm going.
Well, the link's going to get a scout of the Stargate, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Trip down Stargate lane.
So Trevor is not confused as to what Starduck is doing. Starduck does the 3 hatcheries though, and he has a stalker there on the other side of the map. just
Yeah.
chilling. It's not really poised to do anything. It's actually a pretty risky position for it to be in. But it is going to see if a survey is going to move out across the map.
Maybe it's a safety thing, but he could be at least poking the hatchery or doing something with it.
I'm guessing he waited for the adept to come in, and then he could just go here and kill some drones if there are, or if not, at least see that there aren't any drones and know that the server is going to be a little more aggressive. Yeah.
I think Starduck loses both.
Yeah, this adept is going to have trouble getting out of this round. Starduck is going in with the Oracle, which is going to be a lot more useful now that Reverse isn't as all in as he was in the previous game.
Yeah.
The lair finishes for Reverse, and a Roach Warren starts. I was wondering where they're going with that. Maybe thought maybe they were going with Nidus with Link Win, maybe, but no.
The Oracle was giving vision to the Overlord just outside the natural, and he came close to killing it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the next flyby.
Now, Reverse does see the Oracle, and spores are already set up at home in all 3 bases. So the Oracle is going to find limited damage. It seems that Starduck hasn't even sent it across the map yet. Ooh,
Yeah,
Starduck is
he's
getting 4 gateways.
keeping it home.
See, is he just going to YOLO out with the Adepts?
Adept,
Count of them.
Oracle push, I guess.
Don't you want glaives with that?
I guess not. While Reverse is getting a Spire and Hydra down of his own, so that's... If he has time for all this to pop, then he'll be great, but at the moment it's 33 army supply to 8.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, especially if Starduck moves out right now, and he does. Carapace +1, everything is on the way for Reverse, but Starduck has a nice window of opportunity here to do a lot of damage. Reverse kind of needs to delay that. Sending Zerglings across the map is, in ones and twos isn't really going to do it. I like it. Starduck is setting up a retreat path here with the what's it called?
The Stasis Ward?
Stasis Ward. Yeah, that's the one. I remember.
I think he just gets the 3rd base here.
I think so. I don't know. I think it just pushes forward. I mean, he can kill everything here, right?
If the roaches come out, he just kills them with the oracles. But until Hydras or Mutas or the equivalent pop, then he is in a comfortable position out there. It's a lovely concave.
A lot more adepts come in. This one roach trips up the stasis ward. That's the thing. We've been through this. Ooh,
he's gonna get the second one. That's a big trap.
Yeah, that's a lot of these forces got out of the way. It's gonna deny this carapace upgrade. No, start a step. Get it.
I think he should get out now. He's down in army supply.
Yeah, Starduck had a window of opportunity, but really didn't manage to do a lot of damage. Well, not game-ending damage. Killed the 3rd hatchery, which is nice.
He's in a pretty big tech disadvantage now.
Reverse hasn't died yet. Starduck getting a Fleet Beacon and another Stargate.
Do you reckon it's going to be for Phoenix or for carriers?
I don't like either. This is on 2 bases.
Yeah.
He's going to start up a 3rd, but remember, Reverse rebuild an army. He's going to be in a position to start moving out. With Hydralisks, plus range Hydralisk just finished. He's remaking the Roach Warren.
At least he did get the Roach Warren, so that it's a lot harder to move across with just Hydras.
Mm-hmm. And remember, the +1 carapace and +1 range did finish for Reverse. So this Zerg army is going to be a bit dangerous. plus roach speed and hydra speed of Raging. So it's going to be roach hydra. I mean, roaches are going to be nice against the a lot of adepts that Starduck have, because they do a lot of damage to hydralisks. You gotta be careful with them. You need something to tank that. That's
Yeah.
These queens are deaded. They have been deaded.
And the Shading Adepts actually draws the main army away from the third. I think he just gets the third base again.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe
I don't
not.
know. Some bile shots land on top of these adepts. Ooh, and now they land on top of the roaches and hydras.
Well, this will work well. This will be a nice shade.
Yeah, but there are hydralisks here, and the adepts they don't even shoot on anything. I think that was I don't think that was intentional by Starduck.
You must have had them all in the same hotkey group, so it's just sort of
Yeah,
it's just
no,
trade for as much as you can with them.
So far, really hasn't done any damage. 4 drones
No.
died in this game. 24 adepts, 4 oracles. The oracles are all dead, by the way. I haven't even noticed that. Carriers are being made 2 by 2 with +1 weapons.
Could
Still,
be
that's a lot
useful.
of hydralisks. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if 2 carries is enough to kill off that, like,
The answer
all
is
the
no.
hydralisks.
The answer is no. And 1 mutalisk. There's 1 mutalisk in there.
Lovely. I love it. Yeah, at least he used the Spire. Battery comes up too late, and the army's here.
It's a scouting mutalisk.
The Mulus had better get the kill on the. Oh, I
No.
didn't even get the kill on the carrier.
Mutalisk
Not that it
died.
matters, but the carrier's on
That-
1 health.
That 1 carrier is 1 health, 1 kill.
It's done its job.
Yeah, this Zergami is way too strong. I think we have a second semi-finalist for today.
I think so.
I don't see the Protoss coming back from this. These hydralisks are basically one-shotting carriers as soon as they get in range of them. GG's gold. Reverse.
Congratulations to Reverse.
We did not take it by reverse. It's just a pretty clean 2-0, so it wasn't a reverse sweep. Now, if reverse gets to the final and reverse sweeps the score, the best in the best of 5, that would be a true reverse, right?
I think the true play would have been to lose in the first round and go through the double elimination bracket the whole way there, only to win in the final.
It does sound like something true would do. Alright, so we have Potato Pleb and Reverse in the semi-finals. Quirk is saying, I don't think I've ever played Starduck before. Well, it's gonna be educational at least.
It really is.
Remember, this is a best of 1. There's not a lot of chance for errors.
Feels bad to have an Australian knocked out in an Australian orc.
Yeah. Well, look at the bright side. At least 1 Australian is going to move forward there.
That's true. To get
No,
fed into
Chewie is
the meat
Korean.
grinder that is Papa Panda. Thanks, Steel.
Have you missed this?
I really have.
Yes, yes, I have.
I don't know all that much about Potato Pleb. I know he streams a fair bit, but as for how he plays, I don't know all that much about him.
It was, yeah, as Reverse is commenting, Potato was in an episode of Winter's Bronze League Heroes, where he played versus, who was it? Another regular of ours. Was it Starduck? I think it was Stardock, wasn't it? It was one of the weirdest, craziest game in the world.
Okay.
It's a true education. What server do we want? I like everyone just mingling and chatting amongst each other, but we do have.
It was Stardock. Tater played
Yeah.
versus Stardock.
Yeah, it's a weird one. You should watch it. I highly recommend.
It's a one base. Oh, the title is one base base race, and it's 20 minutes long.
Yeah,
It's already interesting.
yeah. Shit's gonna get weird. Strap yourselves in. Right, so Potato Blab again is in Korea, and Reverse is, as we've established, in the US.
So I guess West US.
I suppose. See, I am set up to Western United States just in case.
Okay.
Alright, I'll just set it up. Our map is King's Cove, where the kings go to cove
Whoa.
their booty.
How exactly does one cove?
I'm not a king, I don't know. Look.
Ah. Fair enough.
Alright. Can use that lobby link to join us.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
For those who don't know, if you are setting up a lobby and you want people in chat to join you, you can create a lobby link by typing /lobby link. That
That's very
makes it work.
useful.
And then you have that orange link in in-game chat, and you just click it and you join the lobby.
Ah, lovely.
I learned that from Nerchio.
Good old
I was
Nerchio.
casting him, and he kept making those links, and I was like, "How the hell is that? I didn't know you could do that. Apparently, you can." All right, both of our players are ready. This is a semi-final, which is still a best of 3.
Yes.
Let's get to it. Boop, boop, boop. This is another TVZ.
On King's Cove. I like this map for TVT. Not for TVZ as well. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone. Welcome to King's Cove, where the kings cove their booty LE. We're in the southeast corner of the map. Representing Alpha Black, it is our Green Terran. Give it up for Potato Pleb. And in the northwest corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, it is our Orange Zerg, Estrover. I don't actually know how to say that entire phrase in reverse.
Oh,
Maybe
I think
should
it was a
learn.
good attempt.
I should learn. That's something a
do.
Gold League caster would do. Spend an inordinate amount of time and effort on a dumb joke. That only comes up once in a while.
I guess we'll just have to make sure Reverse plays more games and to make the investment worth it.
Yep, well, they're making a pretty deep run so far. So, don't seem to have a lot of trouble doing that either. Alright,
I don't
Potato Blade
recognize the
scouting.
name either. Is Reverse a newer player or?
It's a relatively new player. They played, I believe, in a couple of SDOs before, at least once.
Oh, lovely.
I think today is the first time we actually casted the player. I believe. I don't believe we casted them before. All right, so it's a hatchery first into pool. I think the shenanigans, Potato Blade with a Reaper, expand.
Should be going for a 1-1-1 as well. It's as standard goes so far. The SCV's denying the third base.
Yeah,
which
Potato
is
Blade is being
always
pretty consistent with this. Huh? All right, he's got the Reaper in. All right, fair.
Yeah.
That's the changing of the guard between the SCV and the Reaper. However, Reverse is not getting a hatchery elsewhere. Gonna stay on 2 bases, which might prompt a completely different strategy. If you're not going to gonna be playing greedy, you usually on 2 bases you start to go all in ish.
Often in this case, when the third base gets denied, either the Zerg player will wait for speed to finish or slow walk a queen over. I think in this case, he might just be waiting for... Oh, well, he sent the Lings over to scout, but the Reaper had left. And he's going to try to sink the drone on.
It's gonna... oh. Great control by... As, yeah, you're gonna get the drone.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Oh, and we have an update. Quirky wins versus Starduck in a best of 1.
Oh, congratulations to him.
So we have our 3-time SDO champion is going to remain 3-time SDO champion for now. And Quirky is going to be... we'll probably end up casting him in the final, and he won't even get to cast anything today.
No, I don't think he'll mind that too much.
No, I don't think he'll mind that either. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that, Lumiya. What's that Potato Blade is making?
That
What's
is
the
called
thing in
an
Starport?
armory
No.
Steelmold. It's used
No,
to
it's
transform
Starport.
Hellions into Hellbat.
It's Starport. It's
Starport. I'm not sure. I can't see it.
know-
Is it invisible?
Yes.
Or it will be soon.
you just walk around and bump your head into it every now and again.
The whole Starport. Brilliant. I like this. A Hellbat Banshee push.
Yeah, and Potato Blade kind of moves around Reverse's Scouterlings here.
I think he'll see the... yeah, he'll definitely see the Banshee, but the Hellbats might do a... Oh, and here's a Spine at home. It's like super prepared for it.
Yeah, Potato Blade did use that push on 11 in their previous match.
It might be a bit early
queuing
saying he's
pretty
super
well.
prepared, because he's got no army supply, really.
Let's see. Potato Blade doesn't get to catch the queens like he did in the game against 11. There's not a lot of detection here. Actually, that Banshee could snipe out those queens. The Potato Blade wants to concentrate on that hatchery.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. It isn't worth committing into who knows how many like Lings, right?
The queens might die in fire here. Nice transfuse there. So the queens do not die.
There we go.
Fire.
That's a good trade. Potato Flab's spending his money at home really well as well. He's barely banked up at all.
It's
a very successful
got
push.
A couple of benches. Getting a third base. How many? He has 3 barracks, eh? This guy started the upgrades. +1 weapons and +1 armor for the bio. Reverse is timed out pretty well with the carapace and +1 range. So not going to be behind on that. But losing that hatchery is a pretty nice blow against the Zerg.
Yeah.
I think it'll recover pretty quickly. It's gonna be a bit straining on lava for a bit, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be too aggressive anyway. So they just have to catch up on drones later on when they have that hatchery up. In the meantime, Potato Blade starts to race ahead in economy. But still, that third base hasn't set up. It's not actually even making units. It's just it's being turned into not a planetary fortress. The other one. What's its name? Orbital
Or
Command.
battle?
Orbital or Battle
Yeah.
Command.
Yeah.
Right. Banshees as a group is showing us sneaking from the north while the Hellbats are knocking on the front door. There's a spore here. So we shouldn't be able to get too much done. But the main Zerg army is getting a little diluted. Banshee, no! Don't stand on top of the spore!
The drop of the third base is cleaning up the small roaches. I think the majority of the Roach Ravager was sent back to deal with the Banshees.
Yeah, but I mean, Potato Blade doesn't really manage to do a tremendous amount of damage here, but these walker kills are really the thing he needed.
Yeah,
Because that
definitely.
keeps Reverse back, and you know, not having that third base really hurt Reverse, who is double expanding in your fourth base. Potato Blade is scouting now. Actually, no, I think he saw it with the Banshees already. Potato Blade is going to have a nice rotation of drops here to continuously annoy Reverse. Maybe even some multi-prong harassment, just to keep Reverse from really coming back into the game.
Yeah, that always feels good as a Terran player, just poking and being everywhere.
Yep, he's attacking, drawing the army here, going to back up while his other drop is going into that fourth base. Not a lot to kill here, but doing damage on that hatchery is always nice.
Yeah. And I definitely like Potato Pleb's army a lot more at the moment than Reverse's. If if Potato Pleb goes for a 2-2 tank push, he should just be able to walk straight over the Zerg army at the moment.
Reverse goes with a Spire and an Infestation Pit. I don't suppose he's going to go with I was gonna say Liberators, but I know it's not true because Liberator is not the correct unit from the correct race at all. What I want to
Corruptors?
say is no, the other one.
Brood Lords? Mutas?
Mutas is not going to go with the Mutas.
Just cycle through the entire Zerg, yeah, and some of Terran's options.
I really need to print out a chart of all the units and just put it like a poster in my room, like in big, like with big letters, because my eyesight is going bad as well, and like big pictures. Because I think it's the only way.
I think so.
But then, do I get like for a picture for each skin as well, or is that too much?
Oh, definitely you need the skins.
Because some of these skins, the units look very different from each other. All right, another
This
push
is
here.
a really nice push here for Potato Pleb. I feel this will at least get the fourth thing.
4 tanks is a lot of damage. Look at that hatchery disappear. Now Reverse is already getting another fourth, instead of that one. So not going to be. Going to be a little perturbed. Got a little supply block by this. Still behind in workers against the Terran, which is never where the Zerg wants to be. Ooh, there's a steam forward. The Biles do take care of the tanks. This Terran army is going to die almost entirely. Actually, nah. Ooh, nice dodge there.
Last lot of the tech units. He's about to drop straight into the natural with a Double drop.
There's spines and a spore here, so the medivacs are going to go down.
Yeah.
But remember, killing the workers here is really where the true damage happens, because the Zerg is behind on workers. 80 workers to 61.
Yeah. Potato Pleb's taking his 4th base. He's building his 5th base on, and he's setting up another attack as well. I think if he defends this push now, the Roach Hydra push, or Roach Ravager Hydra push through the middle, he should be in a very strong spot.
Yeah, and he denies the 5th base there. That I think that was a kill, not a cancel.
It was indeed a kill. Poor medevac.
Poor Spore, it's going to die anyway. Yeah, the Greatest Spire has been morphed for reverse, but I don't think they'll have the resources to actually make a lot with it.
I think
right
this push
now-
from reverse now could be very dangerous.
Yeah,
Not all that
Petrobras
much
has
here.
a lot of forces at home. Yeah, does he have any? No tanks. Ooh. Without any tanks and defense, this is going to be very difficult. There's the repair hug on the planetary fortress, but reverse, I think, just realized, wait, there aren't any tanks. At least I'm not encountering tanks. Why not just push forward? Oof, driving a wedge between the natural and the 3rd base and the 4th base.
And he can zone with the biles all day here. This is a really annoying situation.
20 SCVs go down already. Well, reverse is pulling out right now. Bitterblade trying to chase that army. Starting to whittle it down. And I don't think reverse did enough damage though.
I think it would have been good if he was trying to trade out his army. However, he's still making more just more roaches at home. He needed to have the Broodlords more. So that way, when the inevitable Terran counterattack goes across, he can defend it with the Broodlords.
Yeah.
Because we're pumping out 2 tanks at a time, and I imagine it'd be a 3rd tank if we could get it. But if there were Broodlords morphing right now, he'd be in a great spot.
Alright, we see nuke being made for Potato Pleb. No ghosts though. Potato? You need ghosts for that, otherwise it's a dead unit. It's dead. Oh, there we go. There the ghost being made. With cloak as well.
More ghosts than he is nukes.
There we go. Like the ghost as well against any kind of late game spellcasters. And also it helps with the Broodlords. You can snipe them with the Ultralisks as well if a Zerg goes with those. Which is always a nice option against Bioterran.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, first with the double prong here, the main army is going to go into the 4th, while the smaller army going into the 5th base, which is just a few roaches, and there's another planetary fortress. And now that the tanks are here, this is a very defensible Zerg position. Potato Pleb seeing the Broodlords a little too late. It's gonna get what their phrases? Thors now, but see, ghosts are already trying to snipe the Broodlords. The Broodlords are almost all dead. Yeah, they're dead now.
Just stemmed all his bio under the Broodlords, and he was allowed to. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's not a lot of Marines, by the way. That's mostly Marauders.
Reverse is trying to remax on roaches as well.
How many? It's got 4 nukes. I think Potato Pleb is planning on using a lot of nukes.
I hope so.
Scott is almost out of energy. It's going to be visible.
Oh, the drones are just going to see it.
The drones can see it. Alright, let's see where this is going. The ghost is visible, but there's nothing here to kill it. Okay, the drones do get evacuated. So this basically kills nothing. There's another...
Oh, I don't like this push.
Oof. Oh! This is killing the planetary fortress, but if the Zerg loses this army, that's it. The game is done. For Forget
Oh,
about the
nuke at the
forget
fourth
about the
base.
nuke. Yeah, that's doesn't really matter. There's
Oh.
no army for the Zerg. Yep, that's 20 drones. Enjoy.
That's beautiful.
Does the ghost get the kills from a nuke?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, look at that. That ghost is 31 kills. Yeah, you know that.
Potato Pleb should be able to just move across the map and win now, but I can understand wanting to stay home and make sure you have all your macro stuff set up before you go across and win.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he's only scouting roaches as well. Roaches at this stage of the game are so much dead supply. He can just sit. He can let reverse make roaches all day and he's going to be fine.
Yeah. And reverse just made 16 roaches. I mean, I don't know, why not get some hydralisks instead of that?
He has a healthy mix of hydras. Like he's got about 14 hydras.
It morphed them into Ravagers. Most of them. There's going Hydra Ravager. Oh no, the army's all
Oh no!
nuke!
Oh wow, that was too close.
Okay.
You know, if only this was just as good as
There's another one.
as Nidus's.
That ghost
8 more
exposed
kills.
itself. That moron. Alright. It got 39 kills in total. That ghost. That's a pretty good trade if you ask me.
That's a serial killer ghost right there.
Well, it's a serial killer. It didn't exactly go around killing all these units one by one. More like a mass murderer type of thing.
True.
Alright, more ghosts sneaking around into potato blibs. Sorry, reverses. Bases. Nothing to kill here. But this base is gonna take one nuke after another.
Are they gonna land?
This one will. Oh,
That's-
that actually killed a lot of the army. That's a big one. This one doesn't really kill all that much.
He's almost killed the hatchery just with nuking it.
Could kill it with a ghost. Okay, Potato's men army is starting to finally move out through the middle there. Got the Vikings against the air units of the Zerg, but there aren't really much of them. The Vipers don't have energy. They're siphoning energy from the building, so they can't really intervene here with any blinding clouds or parasitic bombs.
The snipes are doing terrific work as well.
Mm-hmm. Ghost is a pretty damn good unit. Yeah, difficult to use. Difficult to use. Definitely that, but makes it a pretty damn good unit. 25 workers dead. Should be saying a GG anytime now, as your verse is spending the last remaining resources that they have against an already maxed out, almost maxed out Terran. 84 workers to 29, 109 army supply to 39. He's gonna kill his own Vikings.
GG's been
Okay,
called.
The ghost died. Alright, potato.
I like the
plate.
desperate
Game
worker
number one.
kill. The worker pull at the end to kill the ghost that was nuking. He's like he wasn't
Yeah.
going to let that nuke go down.
Not with my last dying breath. Alright, so Potato Pleb takes game number 1. It's gonna be Reverse's choice of maps. Papa Panda winning 1-0 versus 11, and we'll go up against Quirky. I think they're in game. Yeah, they're in game right now.
That'll be an interesting game. Papa Panda's just such a solid player. I played against him in MSO, and he came so close to beating me as well. It was really I was very surprised to know that he was only Diamond. And like only Diamond 2, is it?
I think so. I'm not. Look, there's only so much I can remember about people. I can barely remember names. Remembering people's MMR is a little difficult. But yeah, no, Papa Panda has been showing us some pretty damn good performances here in SDO and MSO. Acropolis is going to be our next map.
Wonderful.
Let's just set that one up. I do believe they fixed the church bell tower there.
Yes,
Whatever
I
that
saw it
thing
in the
is.
patch notes. Acropolis was fixed, but was it Turbo Cruise that wasn't?
Nah. I haven't even gone over the notes thingies, the patch notes. Once I realized this isn't the end of the season patch yet, I was like, ah.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right, group, join us. Let's make you a ref. Let's make sure everyone's ready. All right, let's get back into it. All right. Anyway, Papa Panda not only has a great name, he also have a great game.
Well said. I couldn't have put it any better.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the top of the Acropolis where the Parthenon is. LA. We're in the northwest corner of the map. Representing Alpha Black, currently up 1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 67. Give it up for our Green Terran, Potato Pleb. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming, Ladder Heroes, our Orange Zerg is S-Server. So I think the secret to doing well in tournaments as a diamond player is to have a lot of alliteration in your name with the letter P. Because either Potato Pleb or Papa Panda, they do fantastically well. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a pattern. I mean, it's only 2 players. We need a third one to test the theory. But I mean, you know, if you want to change your name to something like Peppa Pig.
Beautiful. We'll see if that makes me able to finally win MSO.
It's just a
Playing as
green,
Peppa Pig.
a green pig that looks like a frog. All right. That's one of the dumbest, most unfunny jokes I've ever had on this on this cast.
I think
Which is
I'm
why I'm
really
like-
raising the production value just by being here.
Yep, you are definitely are.
You're welcome.
All right, so Estrover, again with the that's a hatch. That was a hatchery first, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been dead standard so far,
Mhm.
including the same build for our Terran player.
Mhm.
I expect the drone will head towards the third base pretty soon.
I think Reverse will be a little more careful about that this time. Yeah, so after a play kills your third hatchery drone, yeah, you kind of play the rest of the games more careful against that man.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty tilting.
Yes, I'm not sure it's tilting, but it definitely hurts. It's like one of those painful things where like, come on, why?
It's like when the probe just keeps attacking the worker building a barracks. It's like, look, just go away so we can play the game. But it just keeps going there, and then you end up losing the worker.
No, come on, I'm trying to play the game here.
You just let me
Wait,
play
wait,
my
wait.
StarCraft.
It's like an annoying little brother that's constantly hanging around you, just messing up your game. They just want attention. It's fine. It's not their fault. Okay, Reaper gets to see everything before he dies.
This time, Reverse has really delayed his third base.
And that's because they went and made 8 Zerglings. And they do have speed that they're marching across the map. The third base, I think, is not coming anytime soon. No, just as I said, that Reverse started droning up and sent a drone to the to build a third base. So, you know, I was wrong. If you want to sue me, my business address is none of your business. Alright, Reverse gets a few kills here, a couple of SCV kills. Doesn't get to delay the third, because that's way too late for that. So that's attack that kind of just a donation of 12 Zerglings, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that traded out pretty well. Reverse delayed his third base, got a few more lings out, and the lings went across the map and paid for themselves.
Mm-hmm. We can have someone change their name. Yeah, we can have someone change their name. Maybe that can be like a
Maybe you
punishment.
can be the example. You can change your name still to something with alliterating with P, and then enter Sea Duckling Open with like a profile picture of yours, but with sunglasses and a mustache, and see if anyone notices. And then when you win the whole thing, you can be like, "Yes, it was all because of the name change."
That's a very unlikely. That's highly unlikely. That is, in fact, practically impossible, regardless of the name. Alright. +1 range, +1 carapace. Going for reverse. Where are those drones dying? Oh, is that a Liberator? In the main base?
That's the
No, it's a
Banshee.
Banshee. That's Banshee. That Banshee was so sneaky we didn't even see it.
Oh, beautiful. He's dodging the
7
spore.
drones.
I think he's going to lose the Banshee. Yeah.
Yeah, but 7 kills, that's a lot.
That gives Potato Pleb the worker lead as a Terran player with the third base as well.
Yep. Second Banshee is on the way as well.
Usalians are doing the most lazy creep clear ever. Staying still, only attacking the creep tumor that spawned within their range.
Yeah. So like,
bring it closer. I don't really want to.
Banshee, what are you doing? Ooh,
It's
the head is
ruining
quite
that
some
spawning pool.
damage there.
Couple of kills, that's nice.
Banshee cloak. There we go. Yeah, there's spore there. Gotta be careful. Let's find a nice angle
nice.
here to get some drones.
Oh, he's gonna get the
Ooh,
queen.
the
This is
queen.
beautiful. Oh, this is great. This Banshee's perfect. It's forcing the spore juggle.
Yeah, 2 Banshees. We're up to... okay. That was 15 drones and a queen for 2 Banshees. And cloak. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. That's not bad at all.
And look at the
I'd
worker
consider that
count.
worth.
Data Blade still ahead in workers. Gonna shoot way ahead in income with the mules being made here at third base.
Definitely. Even before the mules hit, he's still up in work, in income.
Yeah. Look at the income shooting up now. Did he get to 3,000 for a minute? I don't think so. Maybe 6 to 7.
Oh, hey, there we go.
3-1. Wow. Wow.
Terran is officially a good unit. Confirmed.
Yep. The Mjolnir, if you will. The Hammer Mule. The dual hammer. Almost piled his own watches.
Is that much hatred for the Marines?
Yeah.
Going to walk through his own fire.
First, let's get a Spire now, and I think Mutalisks are going to be great in this situation, unlike the other games we saw, because it definitely helps shut down these medevac drops.
Definitely.
And
the map's big as well.
Yeah, so you're going to be very mobile, going to be able to harass on the other side of the map while you You keep the base safe with roaches and ravagers to buy more time. 20 drones being made. Yeah, you gotta have some income before you get the mutalisks.
And even with that big 20 drone swell, he's still behind on workers. He's only just evened
Yeah.
up now, actually.
Mm-hmm. And remember, Potato Blade does have the mules as well. On top of that, Ladybug does eat one bile shot.
Versus is going to be a bit supply blocked from these drops.
Yeah, first that's like a fourth base. I can count. Potato Blade is setting up a fourth as well. Well, not on site, but just setting it up generally. More barracks are being made, so the Terran production can be the monster that it's meant to be.
The armory is very late, unfortunately. So
I
his
don't like
2-2 is
that
going to be very delayed.
I don't like that there aren't any mutalisks yet. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not even going with mutalisks. It's just getting air upgrades and not making any air units so far.
I guess it's for the eventual Broodlords? But it seems like a weird investment to get this early.
I'm trying to see. Where is that? Where's that greatest spire? Oh, that's right. Oh, it's. But I haven't even seen the spire yet.
Wait, where did he put the spire? I don't even see the spire.
It's in the natural. I had trouble seeing it
there.
because it's in the. It should have been scouted right now. It's just like right there at the front. But yeah, but potato is double expanding. Going
Good
into
on
a
him.
fourth and a fifth, getting more starports. I'm thinking stupid units are coming,
I hope so.
or maybe a lot of Vikings. I don't know. Could be Liberators as well.
Liberators are really good if we saw Reign of a Special on GSL vs. the World just recently.
I don't know about that. Competing tournament. It's a competing tournament. We don't discuss them. I mean, I did intro today's tournament as SGO 67 versus GSL versus the world. But here comes the not cybernetics core, the other core, fusion core.
Fusion core.
Fusion thingy.
This is a nice army by Potato Club as well, but I don't think it's going to hit. Oh no, Broodlords are a long way off. He's made the Corruptors before the Spire as well.
Yeah, I don't think he's going for Broodlords. This is just versus Air Terran. There's no greater Spire coming.
He hasn't scouted the Air Terran though. He scouted the one Liberator, but
there's the greater Spire. Maybe just forgot.
I think he got the Corruptors far too early.
Yeah, it's got 16 Corruptors that can basically almost shoot nothing. I mean, they can go across the map and kill buildings, but they're not all that useful here. They're gonna kill medivacs, but look at this Terran army stepping forward, annihilating everything in its path.
That's beautiful.
I may need to change my pants now. I like the tanks as well. This is a dead fifth base. Not the end of reverse just yet, but still waiting for that greater Spire to finish so the Broodlords can come in. Now, once it finishes, if reverse has enough resources, it can make a lot of Broodlords all at once, and that could be very dangerous for the Terran.
And one thing about this map is it's so hard to close out a game on as well. So, like, while reverse did lose his fourth base, or his fifth base, I think it was, he still has another one making, and he's still on 4 bases, so he's not as bad as he could be.
Yeah.
He's still got a high worker count. His army supply is a bit low, but unless Potato Pleb pushes out immediately, then he'll be in a pretty solid spot.
Yeah, here come the Broodlords.
Oh, that's violent.
Ooh,
that's one way to free up supply, I guess.
One side effect of having so many Corruptors is that all the medivacs are dead except one. So this Terran army is not being healed.
No.
+3/3 is on the way for both these players. +1 range, range upgrade for Liberators. I mean, actually, Potato Blib's 3/3 is way later than Reverses.
Yeah, that's usually not something you see with TVZ. But I guess that's a result of the really late armory. Sometimes being behind on your armory puts you behind on every other part of your build, so you're used to getting 2/2 at a certain time. We're going in right.
This army is so oversteamed, and it's going up against 3 units in the Broodlings department. The Vikings aren't going to be doing the job because there's still a lot of Corruptors to clean them out, so they can't reach the Broodlords, and this Terran army has to get the hell out of here. Oof. I like the Broodlings blocking the that tank. This is super dangerous. The Broodlords are now in position to start sieging this base.
I feel at this stage it's almost always better to take a fight against Broodlords with your tanks unsieged, because the friendly fire from Broodlings, unless you're microing the tanks, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I know. It's like a damage upgrade for the Broodlings. Blib is making Thors and Vikings, but it's not going to have enough. With the Roaches on the ground now, there's just not much to fight here. The Broodlords are taking care of the tanks. That Thor is just shooting Broodlings, can't even get to the Broodlords. The Medivacs are going down as well, so there's no healing for the Bio army. The Roaches are... This is like beautiful from Reverse.
Yeah, especially after he lost the base as well. He's really come back well.
Potato Blib in a great position, but gave Reverse just enough time to recover and make a retaliation that's really, really strong like this. Down 100 army supply to 30.
GG.
GG's. And Reverse evens up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1. The Overlords look so fluffy. I didn't even notice. It's weird. This skin it's different than all the other skins, but it's not really noticeable. Unlike the previous skins, which were very noticeable from the classic skin.
Yeah.
This one is like kind of like it's pretty much the same. Not all that different. Cyber Forest is going to be our next map, which is fitting because you have cybernetic Zergs and cybernetic Terrans, so everyone is a cyborg. Alright. Ow! I keep forgetting that my shoulder hurts, and then I reach out for a drink with my left hand, and then I was like, and then I remember.
Ah, that's awful.
Yeah. I hate that. I just woke up with my shoulder hurting. Like, I don't know, I probably slept weird with my arm in a weird position or something.
It's just a getting old thing, I think.
It's just weird.
I honestly didn't realize until I started getting a bit old myself that it takes so long to stop hurting when you just do something silly like hurt your arm or...
Yeah.
It's just, it's so slow. Like, alrighty, I'm done feeling sore now. Can we just get better?
Yeah, yesterday I was going on my way to work and I bumped on the bus in the morning. I bumped my knee into something, and it stopped hurting for the day. But then in the evening, when I went to do some exercises, I was like, my knee hurts. I was like, is that still the thing from this morning where I bumped my knee into something?
I think that's just the worst. Makes you feel so mortal.
Life. Kura is supplementing the conversation by saying she recently hurt her leg by standing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well,
I'm like,
welcome everyone to Cyber Forest LE. We're in the northwest, representing Alpha Black. It is our green turn currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3. Semi-final of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 67. Give it up for Potato Pleb. Oh, yes, you should say this faster. All right, I'll do it faster. In the southeast corner of Cyber Forest, representing Winter Gaming Leather Heroes, our orange Zerg is Reverse. Who is about to scout this? There we go. They see the proxy.
He knows what's up now.
Yep.
Does he? How many racks did he see? Oh, he's only seen the 1 racks.
Do we have
He
a
doesn't know if
cancel
it's
on
2
the
or
hatchery?
3.
Last second. Do we have a cancel? No. Gonna let that finish.
Brilliant. Surprise! Bunker!
Gonna. Potato Pleb is putting all of his cards on the table, and Reverse is calling him out.
He's going for the high ground expand. Or the high ground save.
Yeah, so making a queen in the naturals that should finish in time. Gonna try to use the Zerglings to delay these bunkers. 1 bunker finishes. Doesn't get to kill. Kills 1 marine. 2 spines are going to be up on the high ground. Queen pops out. Transfuses the hatchery, so there's some lava and immediately goes away. Potato Pleb tries to chase that queen. 1 Zergling with an interference. Gonna catch it. Sees the spine on the upper ground. It's called an inject, right? Not a transfuse, it's an inject.
The hatchery could definitely use an inject right now.
Yeah. No, a transfuse, you mean?
No, an inject. It needs to get health back. It needs health to be injected into it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
how it
that's
works, I believe.
transfuse. Transfuse is the health one. Inject is the larva one.
No, that's
See?
nonsense.
See, it's confusing.
This repair is obnoxious.
Yeah, and Reverse is losing the spine, losing this queen, losing all of these Zerglings and the hatchery. 21 Zerglings dead. 2 queens,
Potato
1
Pleb's had
hatchery.
enough of dying to Brood Lords. Just gonna go
Yeah,
kill him
Potato
now.
Pleb lost 1 SCV and 4 Marines so far. Oof.
I don't know about coming up the ramp though. This seems risky.
Yeah, no, that's dangerous. Oh, great surround there by Reverse. That's actually, yeah, that's a great catch. That keeps Reverse in the game. Gonna be able to take down this bunker as well. With the Marines in it. Potato Pleb.
With the Baneling nest finishing,
Yeah, he stopped making. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Reverse just walks across the map and Baneling busts and wins
Yeah.
the game.
Wow. One overextension by Potato Pleb. Oh boy.
This is a wall off and a half. I love this. 5
Yeah.
NG ball bay wall.
Well, he has no production. He can't make units. He can only make buildings. That's
It's not
the
even
only
a
thing
full
he can
wall
make.
off either.
Yeah, it can't make any units. Now he can make 1 Helium. The barracks are on the way, so there's nothing really to make here. Do we have the Banes being morphed? Oh yeah, they're already ready.
Whoop.
Oh yeah, and Potato Pleb is supply block, so you can't even make units now that the barracks are here. Oh, wow.
That's all there is. There isn't
What?
any more.
What a great hold there for Reverse. That was beautiful. Whew. All right, so we have our first finalist of the day. In fact, the finalist, the winner of the upper bracket finals. So, the upper brackets. The upper bracket. Winner
Upper
of the upper
bracket
bracket.
winner, yes.
Yeah. All right. So we take a short break now. I'm going to show you some more clips. And then we will be back with the lower bracket final between Potato Pleb and Papa Panda. The final match between the alliterated P people. I'm not going to call them P people. I'm sorry. That's impolite.
Could just be like a stutter, the people.
The people. People Panda. All right. So we'll take a short break and we'll be back. Go stretch your roaches, hydro tornadoes, and drain those disruptors.